So, more Xbox games coming to PlayStation, the new PlayStation 2 Emulator has been confirmed, and a new Horizon game called Horizon Adventures announcement. Those are the stories we're going to cover today, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. First, yes or no, are you still using a PlayStation 4 or not? Recently, we discovered from Sony's financial results that half of PlayStation users on PlayStation Network are still using a PlayStation 4, and I'm wondering if any of you fall in that category. So comment below, yes or no, if you're still using a PlayStation 4 or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, more Xbox games coming to PlayStation. Reading from Insider Gaming, Windows Central's Jez Corden has claimed that more Xbox first-party titles are currently in development for PlayStation. According to a new report by Jez Corden, more upcoming Microsoft-owned games, Xbox first-party games, are in development for PlayStation under the code name Latitude. While Corden doesn't go into detail on what exactly these games are, it was said that they're potentially obvious games you'd most likely expect. The report states that the new change in strategy revolves around Satya Nadella and CFO Amy Hood's mandate to increase every department's margins, and that the company is taking a no red line approach to what games could make the change. So that's a big part of there. So the obvious upcoming titles coming to PlayStation he mentions here, I'm assuming those are games like, the upcoming Doom title from id Software, which I'm happy about if that's the case, so I can continue the story on PlayStation and play it on PlayStation 5 since I played Doom 2016 and Eternal on PlayStation 4. As for the no red line comment as to which games could come to PlayStation, that's where you're talking about, your Halos or Gears coming to PlayStation, which would be very wild to see. As I've said before, I'm not a fan of Xbox going third party. We need competition, no matter how little it is. Bethesda games coming to PlayStation, sure, that's fine. Make more money on PlayStation using those games because they were already third party before. But your internal Xbox studios like 343 or Coalition making the next Halo or Gears, those should remain Xbox exclusive in my opinion. But that's just how I see it. And if you're enjoying the video so far, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community on our way to 150,000 subscribers. Now, diving into the second story of the video, new Horizon game announcement. Reading from Insider Gaming, LEGO and PlayStation are developing a new game called LEGO Horizon Adventures. Last week, trademark finder Kira Cases tweeted that Sony and LEGO were soon to announce a collaboration of a well-known IP. At the time, Kira Cases revealed the game, but as to what seems to be obligatory from insiders these days, I vaguely tweeted that the project was on the horizon. Speaking with sources, it was said that the game is essentially Horizon Forbidden West, but Lego, and that the game will have realistic graphics, whatever that means for a Lego game. So we spoke about this recently, but we didn't have a name for the game, and now we do, Horizon Adventures. I'm wondering what this means when they say it's Horizon Forbidden West, but Lego. Is it literally Forbidden West, or is it Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West story trimmed down for a Lego game like how they do other franchises like Harry Potter? And I'm also not sure, just like the article says, what realistic graphics means for a Lego game. Are they going to add extra ray tracing, better lighting? Is that what it's going to be in terms of it being realistic for a Lego game? I'm really curious to see how this looks. Either way, I'm looking forward to it. It's a nice side step until we get Horizon 3, which is probably set to release in 2027. But you guys let me know if you'd buy this Horizon Lego game or not. Let me know down in the comments below.
Get 'em while they're hot.
And now diving into the final story of the video, the new PlayStation 2 emulator for PlayStation 5. Reading from Push Square, here's some potentially huge news. Unearthed by the eagle-eyed Gamatsu, a new PlayStation 2 emulator seems to be imminent for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. As many of you have already known, Sony has been gradually deploying PS1 and PSP titles on the PlayStation Store as part of its PlayStation Plus premium subscription, with all new releases boasting video filters, quick save, and Rewind. Well, now a new PlayStation Store listing for Star Wars The Clone Wars suggests support may be expanding to the PlayStation 2, with the product listing confirming all of the aforementioned features for the Pandemic Studios developed 2002 outing. This title has been converted from the PlayStation 2 version to the PS4 and PS5 consoles and provides newly added features, the listing reads. The ports due out on June 11th. So we were just talking about PlayStation 3 emulation on the last video and it not having the best news. We're still hopeful for that, but we'll see how that goes. And of course, I'll update you guys on that. But we've been waiting on an update on what's going on with Sony's new PlayStation 2 emulator. And it looks like we got a confirmation here. And it's probably set to be announced next month. Not the emulator itself, but PlayStation 2 games. Next month marks 2 years of the new PlayStation Plus service, and Sony might bring a bunch, I'm hoping a bunch, of PlayStation 2 games to celebrate 2 years. I made this guess earlier this year when we heard that PlayStation 2 emulation was coming. I was wondering if Sony was going to wait for the 2-year anniversary of the new service to celebrate the service and release several PlayStation 2 games. Again, I hope it's more than just like 2 PlayStation 2 games. Release a bunch, Sony, please. The store listing has been since removed from what I can see, so it looks like it wasn't supposed to go up yet. But just to be sure, this game, Star Wars The Clone Wars, was only released on PlayStation 2, Xbox, and GameCube. There is no PSP version to get confused with here. It's just the PlayStation 2 version. And considering it has all the same features that we've seen from the recent PSP and PS1 emulated games like Rewind, saves, etc., this is a new emulator for the PlayStation 2 on PlayStation 5 and of course PlayStation 4. I'm excited. I hope Sony brings a good chunk of PlayStation 2 games in the near future. That library is gigantic. It's huge. It's crazy how many PlayStation 2 games are there. I want the Suffering series to be brought back among a lot of other titles, but I loved those games as a kid. But you guys let me know what PS2 games you want from the PlayStation 2 era to come back on the PlayStation 5. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with bring back all the classics. There's way too many games on the PlayStation 2 that Sony has the chance to bring back to the PlayStation 5, like the Suffering series, as I mentioned, Time Splitters. They can actually finally bring back the original PlayStation 2 Sly Cooper titles, the original Ratchet and Clank games. There's just so many games that they can bring to the PlayStation 5 that catalog is so huge that I hope they're not drip feeding us like they have been so far. Even on the PSP, there's so many games they could have been bringing already, but they're still drip feeding us on that as well. I hope this changes. I hope this, after the 2nd year anniversary this June, I hope we get a bigger flood of these classic titles. There's way too many games for Sony to need to drip feed us. Their catalog is huge. So I hope that changes next month. But if you're excited for PlayStation 2 games coming to PlayStation 5, destroy the comment section with bring back all the classics. And I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.